All right, Leo, let's get into it. So, AI isn't just making cool art or writing emails anymore. Apparently, it's absolutely transforming real estate. I mean, over 50% growth in AI skilled workers since mid 2024. That's what, over 500,000 of them running around?
Yeah, 517,000 if you go by the latest numbers. And you really see it in the major cities: San Francisco, New York, Seattle, DC, and Toronto. All the usual tech suspects. But Atlanta and Dallas, I mean, that's a bit new, right? They've got like what, up to 75% growth? That's wild.
Totally. It's funny, actually. My mate Jess just moved to Toronto for a gig with this AI startup. She messaged me like, why is every second person here either coding or buying a condo? The city's got this real energy now. Rents are up, cafes are packed, and tech jobs everywhere. It's not just Toronto either. All these job jumps mean the housing markets in these cities are changing almost overnight.
I see it here too. Even in New York, 20,000 more AI jobs popped up in the last year alone. And all these new hires, they want places to live, places to work, places to hang out. I remember like 10 years ago, it was just finance bros. Now it's all these AI teams.
It's got this domino effect, doesn't it? Tech jobs attract more talent, which means more people needing homes, more people buying oat lattes, and suddenly rental prices are racing ahead. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so we've seen big cities transform before, but this AI rush feels even faster.
Yeah. And, you know, these surges, we talked about this on that episode about senior renters, remember? But for AI, it's not just changing who's living in cities. It's changing the whole pace of development. Feels like the early days of the web, only with way more algorithms. Can we talk about this? We've heard for years that tech is all about remote, right? But suddenly AI companies actually want more office space. I mean, it's almost backwards. Isn't everyone else ditching big offices?
Seriously, it's like a plot twist in a real estate soap. In San Francisco, AI firms now account for a whole quarter of all office leases. Overall, tech's up to 17% of US leasing activity. Just 2 years ago, it was only 10%. I guess there's something about building AI models together that screams, please, let's all commute.
Yeah, and I'll say, when I consulted for that New York PropTech company, their hybrid policy still had us in the office way more than anyone expected. The teams, especially the ones working on machine learning, said they relied on in-person work because, the brainstorming is just different on Zoom.
Exactly. The vibe in those offices is buzzing. Almost like old school Silicon Valley, but less ping pong, more GPUs running in the background. Sorry, I always get distracted by the snack situation. I might be wrong, but snacks per capita are directly correlated with innovation. Someone should chart that. But do you think this push for in-person is going to last?
Look, I'm skeptical. I get the collaboration thing. There's magic in a good whiteboard moment. But real estate is expensive. Companies will have to weigh that cost against what they're getting. That said, as long as AI keeps booming, the demand for office space, especially in these tech-heavy markets, feels pretty solid for now. But ask me again in 2 years. Maybe we'll all be working from beach clubs by then.
Right? I'm holding out for the day someone invents a way to train AI and swim laps at the same time. Until then, seems like downtowns are getting busier, not emptier. And none of this is just about office towers either. The rental market, wow, it's wild out there. Since 2021, Manhattan rents are up 14%, DC 12%, Seattle 7%, and San Francisco's almost 6%. And that's with all these new, well-paid AI folks rolling in.
Yeah, those salaries are no joke. They let these workers afford expensive cities, which then bumps up demand for both rentals and homes. And with that, everyone from landlords to coffee shop owners to, dry cleaners, they're all feeling it. It's kind of this economic wave beyond just housing.
It is. All that spending flows into the local economy, right? Like community development, new shops, upgrades to neighborhoods. We talked about this ripple thing before with the seniors episode. Different demographic, same story. New demand can really reshape a place, for better or sometimes not so better.
And the experts say this is really just the start. Finance companies, insurance, a bunch of sectors are hiring AI talent. So it's not just a tech bubble or whatever. It's a pretty broad shift. And if you're an investor or a city planner, this isn't something to ignore. It's about getting ahead of what's next in urban growth. Otherwise, the market's just going to run by you.
Couldn't agree more. Honestly, this AI wave isn't letting up. So whether you own, rent, or just like reading the headlines, you'll be feeling it, if you aren't already. We'll keep following the story as it evolves, so make sure you hang with us for future updates.
All right, Ruby, always a pleasure. And for everyone listening, thanks for riding the data tide with us yet again.
Cheers, Leo. Catch you next time. Don't forget your oat latte on the way out. See ya, everyone.